It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins, next on Madden Football.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Davis to return it. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know. When he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and We're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Finds the open man, Braxton Berrios. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second and 7. They'll toss it here to Achane. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Hill brought in motion. Tua now on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Here's Jake Bailey now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. Herbert now on 1st down. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have a golden opportunity to get on the board first as they start 1st and goal. Here's Achane. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Tua going to give it to Achane. A second effort, and he is in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good, and the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's Dobbins. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Second down and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A run with Dobbins. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down. One quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Herbert. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
On third and long, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Now it's Dobbins. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now it's Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Will Dissly. Touchdown, Chargers.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. 2 and out on 1st down. This throw right side is caught by Hill. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2nd and a yard. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 of the throw. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he finds Tyreek. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short, but there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Miami after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, here's Tua. This one complete to Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he will get into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa, touchdown Dolphins. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He connects with Disley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert. There is his tight end Disley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. To throw is Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Now Herbert again. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, L.A.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. On the return is McConkey. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action now, Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he will score. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Man in motion is Berrios. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the 1st down, and here comes 3rd down. Third and a yard. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua going to throw here on 3rd and 1. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one finds McConkey.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, now Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
I like the play call there. Second, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing developing. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
Herbert now on first down. This throw taken in by Hurst. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Herbert to the air again. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. That McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Washington now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. That's taken in by Achane.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now he'll try to keep it going. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Chargers have have the first down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some runs. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Pistol here for Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. To throw, it's Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Man in motion is Barrios. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He connects with Disley. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chargers add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
It is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a big one, this third down. Man in motion is Berrios. Tua now on third down. Looking for Berrios downfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Now Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Thanks.